Hello, what's up and welcome to Therapy with Dr. IJ, your doctor of happiness. Today, I'm going to be looking at a topic called identity crisis, which is uncertainty, insecurity, or confusion that happens to an individual as a result of a major life change. Now, when you lose a job, and your finances are not as steady as usual, you could have an identity crisis. Death of a loved one can cause an identity crisis. Separation, remarriage, divorce can cause identity crisis. When you change your social status, for instance, you were once rich and you make a bad business decision, or you invest wrongly and suddenly your finances crumble, you could have an identity crisis. But the emphasis of this video is on women who are facing identity crisis due to divorce, separation, or remarriage. Following the Osinachi Nwachukwu's case, the several marriages of Stella Damascus Aboderin. By the way, Stella Damascus Aboderin became widowed at a very young age. That alone needed counseling. There was an implication for counseling, but because in this part of the world people don't seek therapy, she couldn't manage the situation. So as a trauma response, she probably went into the next marriage and the second marriage, and then she kept marrying until this very last one. So both her immediate past ex-husband, who kept remarrying to, you're married to your wife, and then maybe you had a problem in your marriage, and then suddenly, to find succor, you ran off with your wife's friend, and then when the marriage with your wife's friend couldn't work, you ran off again with a third woman. All these things are they can lead to disaster. They are doses, okay? They are medicines for disaster, not very good. Those things were not handled properly. So it is important to handle identity crisis properly. When there is a major life change in your life, there is an implication for counseling, and you have to handle very well. Now, for people like Yule Doche, who are facing the most current and the most trending identity crisis. Currently, she is in court and she is asking for a divorce. And she is also asking her husband's, I won't call that a wife, her husband's concubine, because until they are divorced, what you is practicing is bigamy. So now she is in court and she has given Judy 100 million charge to be paid because for damages. Now in Nigeria, can there truly be a divorce? The answer, especially with children, if you're married for several years and that marriage is blessed with children, there cannot be true divorce. Hell no, the divorce is not workable in this part of the world. Maybe in America or anywhere it can work, but when there are children in a marriage, there is no divorce. And that brings me to self-efficacy. According to Albert Bandura, self-efficacy is the ability of an individual to rise above the innate ability of an individual to rise above the challenges that will lead to the person not achieving their goals. So a person with high self-efficacy will surmount all challenges: spiritual, cultural, religious, financial, emotional, every form of challenge, and still achieve their goals. So what is the intervention for a woman like Mayu Edochie who is facing an identity crisis? One, you have to develop a mental fitness plan. How are you mentally? Have you developed a coping mechanism? Because your ex-husband, even with a paper divorce, will always be in the lives of his children. They will have their birthdays, they will have their graduations, they will have major life events. and no court can give you sole custody of children. So the reality is that you have to develop a coping mechanism. That's what a good therapist will help you do. Then you need to be self you need to gain self-efficacy outside marriage. Who are you? If they remove the marriage, remove the man, remove everybody in this world from you. Who are you? How well are you able to manage your challenges? That is what you need as a woman in Nigeria working. Let marriage not be your everything. Outside of your husband, who are you? How are you able to cope? Because all this love on social media, yes, you can bring your matter on social media, you can even tell everybody your situation, but outside all of those people's opinion, what are you able to make of your life? How are you able to achieve your goal? That is what every woman should be thinking about. So I urge you who will come across this video as a woman, develop self-efficacy. I'm telling you, and stick to your goals. Stick to your goals. When you have an identity crisis, stick to your goals. Sticking to your goals, in addition to self-efficacy, will help you. Yeah, please keep winning. Keep winning. Have a beautiful week. Love you.